Hello, Peter C. Hayward here doing my daily Solforge video. I've been drafting like crazy, not quite going infinite as you can see from the number of event tickets I have left. So I thought I'd do a draft with my last lot of tickets that I'll have for a while because I don't want to spend all my gold at once. I've been drafting pretty heavily and I want to keep on drafting, but I think I need a few days off to, work on the rest of my life. Having said that, if I manage to go 3-0, I'll probably draft some more at some point pretty soon. If I don't, then I'll wait for some more free tickets before I draft again. Since my last video, I've been drafting a lot, and it's been good, and I've spent a whole day basically watching Kits, the person who guest starred on my last one, the one and only Kit, twitch.tv/the one and only Kit, and that really improved my gameplay. So if you want to get better, watch some really good drafters and you'll immediately improve. Just going to disappear for now. Goodbye. So, of these, the clear choice is a Frostwild Tracker. I tried a Cinderfist deck once. It didn't do very well at all. Firefist is not great in draft. Spirit Flame Mystic is not great at any time. I think it's a really kind of uninspiring card. Static Shock works particularly badly in draft. Weirwood is good, but I haven't got the hang of it yet, so I don't want to take that. Frostwild is reliable, gets me a new Terror, which I like. So let's go with him. I really like me an Epidemic. Yep, going to take that. So that puts me in Utera and Necrium. I'm not going to pass up on that little bonus heroic. Of these, nothing super inspiring. I'm probably going to take a Wildwood and really hope that I draw a Tarsus. That would really make this whole deck work. Necro Slime has quickly become my favorite card in draft. I've won pretty much every time I've managed to get it out, and Primal Surge is always nice. Grab a free spell when you see it, especially when it's up against a Bramblewood. Of these, I like a Fangwood. I don't mind a Corpse Crawler. See, Wildwood Sower I immediately regret now that I think about it because it relies on spells, and I tend not to take that many spells. Having said that, the Epidemic is a nice spell. Corpse Crawler relies on a lot of other bodies, and that is sort of how my deck's going. Toss up between Corpse Crawler and Fangwood Ravager here. I'm going to take Fangwood because it's more reliable, and I'll probably see a lot more Corpse Crawlers as the packs come out. Of these, not really crazy about any of them. Charnel, people say is really good. I've not had a lot of luck with it so far. Fellwalker I actually really like as just a reliable blocker, which at the very end can make or break a game. So it's a toss-up between Charnel, Fellwalker, and Runescarred, because I do have another card that needs spells. I've got a few spells so far. I'm going to take a Runescarred because I might not see it again, but I'll probably see another Charnel, another Fellwalker. I'm going to take a Marrowfiend here, because that's the first of my 6, 10, 15s, so that's one. Whenever I'm doing this, I always hold up a finger to keep track of them. I'm going to take a Zombie Infantry, and that's 2 of my 6, 10, 15s. And I'm going to take a Deathseeker, because never ever take a Soothing Radius if you have another choice. Soothing Radiance. I quite like Darkshaper here. I've got quite a few creatures coming out. It kind of pairs well with a Frostwild. So I'm going to take a Shaper and try to lean my choices more towards Necrium than Utera, if faced with, an option of each. So here I'm definitely taking Graveborn. Mossbeard's nice. I just don't have a lot of use for it, honestly. It is a heroic, but 10, 20, 40 damage. It heals a lot, but I don't really... Yeah, I never find a use for a Mossbeard. It's good late game when you can keep a big creature alive. Now, look, I'm going to take it just because I never have, and I'm curious to see how it plays. So it's a Mossbeard. I would have rather take the Graveborn would have been an obvious choice otherwise. Of these uninspiring picks, I'm going to go with a toss-up between Cavern Hydra, which grows decently, and at level 2 is actually quite hard to kill. Level 3, it's a bit crap. Hunting Pack levels well and fills lanes. I'm going to take a Hunting Pack. I probably won't play it much, but it'll be interesting to have it there. Taking a Marrowfiend here. That's 3 of my 6, 10, 15s. And I'll take a Strength in Numbers, because Druid's Chance is another card that you never ever take. Necro Slime's an obvious choice here. I really hope to draw something like a Necro Vive, because I can keep your Necro Slime alive. But yeah, Necro Slime wins games in a way that no other card really seems to. Oh my god, look at that, a Leafkin! I'm going to take him, because I need a third Leafkin, and, legendary. If I wasn't, the Swamp Moss would be a really obvious choice, or the Dark Shaper. My Dark Shaper I'm starting to regret now. I've got a lot of Utero cards, not picking up that many Necrium. I'm going to take a Fellwalker here, although Grimgaunt Spectre is also pretty tempting. It's got a crappy level 1, but a great level 2. But Fellwalker is kind of more reliable in the kind of decks that I build. This deck currently doesn't really have much of a win condition, which is a bit annoying. Kit's advice is never take more than 6 spells. I'm well under that number, but I think I'm going to take a Deep Branch because it pairs really well with my Frostwild. I would like some more Necrium cards, but I'm not really seeing them. I'm going to take a Gloom Reaper, same logic as earlier. I'm not crazy about any of these. I've already got a few buff spells. I've got 2 buff spells. Probably going to go Lightbringer Cleric. I've now got a majority Utera deck, which is not what I was after, but I'm going to go Lightbringer Cleric because it's a really solid card at all levels and it gets your life back. Blightwalker. I sometimes regret not having a Blightwalker. It's a pretty crappy card, but it really can take out those out of control creatures. I'm going to look. It's toss up between Bright Tusk and Blightwalker. I'm going to take a Blightwalker just because I want to lean more towards Necrium for my Dark Shaper. And I'm going to take a Call of the Week. I don't have any removal. I've got Epidemic, but I don't have much other removal. I really want some more big creatures. I'm only on 3 of my 6 so far, and I've only got 1 pack to go. Take a Oxidon's not super necessary. Gonna take a Necrotic Worm just to try to bulk up my Necrium. Gonna take a Ghastly Touch for removal. And I need to get 2 of my big creatures. 3, I've only got 3, shit, I need a lot of big creatures. So, Ferocious Roar, Tarsus, oh god! This pack is so good. Look, I'm gonna take a Tarsus just because it pairs so well with my Leafkin. And it's a biggish creature. Oh god, Ferocious Roar would be really nice. No, I'm going to take a Tarsus. This might be the stupidest thing I've done in my life, but I'm going to take a Tarsus. Ferocious Roar is a really, really strong and nice card. Yeah, I'm going to take a Ferocious Roar. You can't pass that up. Sorry, Tarsus. Sorry, my trying to get Necrium attempts. Of these, Shardplate Delver is an obvious pick, because it's another win condition. It can just really spiral out of control if they ignore it. I need big creatures, though. I'm not seeing any. I'm going to take a Fellwalker, same logic as earlier. Although Toxic Spores is pretty nice. What have I got in terms of removal? I've got Cull, Epidemic, Ghastly Touch. Yeah, I've got enough removal. Ghost Scale Cobra is okay, but I'd rather a Fellwalker. Just for that ability to block. Come on, give me something big. I guess Deep Branch is sort of big. I'm a bit worried about my big creatures here. Oh, there's a Necrovive. I would have liked that. Marrowfiend. Okay, so I didn't get as many big creatures as I would like. I didn't get the Necrovive that I would have liked. But I've got a Leafkin, which if I can draw it early will do really well in this format. I didn't get that Tarsus. I got a Ferocious Roar, I got an Epidemic. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. I'm not super duper confident that I'm definitely not going to steamroll with this. But there is a chance. I'll almost definitely go 2-1 with this deck, I think. And there's a chance of a 3-0. It depends on what I draw. The Necro Slimes give me a lot of hope. Necro Slime is such a solid draft card. If you can get a level 3 Necro Slime out, it's 14-14, and it goes to 22-22 next turn. Me first, I'm going to go for a Fangwood, I think, just to try, because I'm really lacking in big creatures and I'd like to level that. It gets big. Rune Scarred's also tempting, but I think in the end Fangwood's a smarter play here. When you're playing draft, don't chuck stuff in the center row because it'll just get eaten by a frickin' Nexus Pilot. I would really like to level up my Dark Shaper here, and Primal Surge would be nice, but I'm more interested in creatures just because I've got so few creatures out. So I'm probably going to go Dark Shaper Lightbringer, unless he plays something that I need to answer with a Marrowfiend, but that's pretty unlikely. Yeah, look, I'll go Dark Shaper in the right hand row, and then Lightbringer Cleric will destroy that Stasis Warden and survive. Forge Guardian Alpha, interesting. Interesting play, because that just trades. I don't really see the advantage of that. Maybe they had a really crappy draw. I don't know, it's Jared. Hello, Jared. I don't know who Jared is, but they seem cool based on everything I know about them so far, which is that they're playing Solforge and they're playing Draft. For some reason, I see a lot of Stasis Wardens in Draft. I don't know why. I don't think they're a very good Draft card at all. Of these, I really want to level my Blightwalker and my Frostwild Tracker, but I'm happy to see what I would go up against. Yeah, it doesn't level well. His ability is not super useful. I don't know why I see so many of them in Draft. It baffles me. So yeah, the priority levels here are really Frostwild, Blightwalker. I can't imagine he'll put anything out that I need desperately to deal with. Forge Plate I trade with, that's fine. Lightbringer's getting me health and is still alive, so I'm ahead in creatures so far. Playing an armor deck, which makes me wish I had something to do with armor. Oh, I really wish I had something to do with armor, because he's got it playing a Scrapforge deck. I don't, though. I have nothing in this deck that'll deal with armor. I got Ghastly Touch, so if I see that, I'm going to start leveling it. Other than that, really nothing to deal with a level 3 Scrapforge, which is alarming. Blightwalker, you need to buff a lot for him to deal with it. I really want to play Necro Slime here. This is why I go the Fellwalkers, because if I do face against a Scrapforge and I draw a Fellwalker at the right time, I can just keep on blocking that until I can deal with it. Really want to level the Necro Slime, and then either a Ghastly Touch or Strength in Numbers. Strength in Numbers could boost my Blightwalker to a point where it can deal with a Scrapforge Titan. Ghastly Touch goes to -12, I think, so that can also deal quite nicely with one. So if I can get a good use out of them, I'm going to play a Strength. Oh, that's interesting. Strength or a Ghastly Touch. Probably Necro Slime Strength. That Blightwalker is just going to die without doing anything. Great. Yeah, probably Necro Slime Strength, but it really depends entirely what I'm up against. If I can kill something with a Ghastly Touch, I will. If I can't, I obviously won't. What are you doing, Jared? Oh, he's got a Frostwild deck. Frostwild and Scrapforge. That's mildly alarming. So I'm going to Necro Slime. I think I'm going to buff it. I could kill that Frostwild, but it's going to die to any... My Frostwild will die to anything anyway, so I'm going to go with a Necro Slime, Strength in Numbers. Strength in Numbers levels quite nicely. And immediately now I've got a 7/7 that's going to grow to, what, a 9/9, and that's a pretty big threat that has to be dealt with. Frostwild with a free play is very nice. Probably Frostwild, Shard Plate, and then a Blightwalker, but again, I really want to level that Blightwalker in an attempt to deal with the Scrapforge. Now that I've leveled the Strength in Numbers, it's actually doable. So Frostwild's Shard Plate puts a few threats on the board. Blightwalker, I'll probably just eat the Blightwalker with the Necro Slime. I don't really care about the Blightwalker. I care about the other two surviving a little bit more. Yeah, interesting play. Frostwild in front of that Palladium sort of survives. Like, it either survives or the Palladium takes some attack off it, which is fine. I'm going to play Shard Plate, and I haven't seen any Nexus pilots, so I'm going to start playing Center Row. Eating bits of the bits of the Blightwalker. This Necro Slime I don't care about particularly. This was just to level it and get a threat happening. But level 3 Necro Slime is brutal. It is... Oh, well, that's a nice draw. Ooh, I'm all excited about that. Probably going to Epidemic, because why would you ever not Epidemic? Especially when facing up against a... Oh, Ferocious Roar is also tempting. Probably going to Ferocious Roar, because I want my buff spells. Ferocious Roar means my Frostwild survives, my Shard Plate survives, my Necro Slime survives. Unless he gets killed right now. He still has 2 card plays, activations, unlike what my head sometimes tells me. Where am I? I want to be on this side. Activations do not count as card plays, no matter how much they may feel like it at times. Although Epidemic would wipe the board pretty effectively. Really depends on what else he plays. Yeah, look, Epidemic wipes the board in a way that Ferocious Roar does not. Epidemic Lightbringer, I think, is the play here. Because my Shard Plate will now kill him. Palladium Pulse Mage will be killed, and I don't mind taking 2 damage on my Lightbringer to stop that annoying activate ability. So I'm going to do that, and I've got a not super imposing board, but Ferocious Roar also plays nicely in later levels. I mean, they both do. Epidemic and Ferocious Roar are both very nice cards to have. I would like to level that Strength a lot. If I can level it on the on either the Shard Plate or the Lightbringer, I will. And other than that, there's nothing really tempting me. Cull the Weak. Cull the Weak is a nice card to level. It's 4/8, 14. That's pretty nice. Cull the Weak plus a level 3 Epidemic does actually take care of a Scrap Forge. That doesn't bother me. That still doesn't bother me. Like, I've lost my Shard Plate. I've got other big creatures on the board. What do I want to level here? Probably not Strength. Probably not Cull. But I don't really want to play a Deep Branch either. Oh, I'm just going to Rune Scar and then grow my Lightbringer. I'm pretty ahead at this point. I've got some brutal creatures on the board. I've got one brutal creature and some moderately okay creatures. But leveling that Strength in numbers gives me the ability to really deal with a Scrap Forge. Probably going to play both my Necro Slimes here, unless Primal Surge will somehow save the day, because then it'll be free later on. Definitely playing level 2 Necro Slime, no matter what he throws at me. And Primal Surge would be nice. Necro Slime probably be nicer, especially because we're about to level up. That's fine. That doesn't bother me at all. He's just ignoring my Blightwalker. Exactly what I would do. Just let him keep on pounding his 3 little damage through. Rather than losing a whole creature. Probably 2 creatures. It'd be hard to... Either a level 2 creature or 2 level 1s is what's going to take out that Blightwalker. Oh, that's nasty. Look, I'm leaning towards a double Necro Slime. I think it does more for me than a Primal Surge will later in the game. Yeah. Double Necro Slime. I've got lots of health at the moment. It's very nice. Necro Slime, hey lolly, Necro Slime. What did he play? Was it an Electronet? I think Kit said, possibly in the last video, I can't remember if he said that here or somewhere else, that if an opponent plays a Electronet, he just counts it as them not playing anything, basically. Leafkin, here he is. It's probably too late to really get much out of him, but compared to the competition, sure, I'll play Leafkin. He also pairs quite nicely with a Necro Slime there. And I would love it if Primal Surge actually did something for me here. What's great about having 2 Necro Slimes out is that you can just make them eat each other. And they both, like, well, the little one doesn't, but the big one gets more out of it. Oh, okay, Primal Surge on Necro Slime lets him survive and takes out that Steel Forged. So I'm going to do that, and a Leafkin, depending on where he plays. Probably just going to eat the hell out of this Blightwalker, to be honest. That's fine. What will he be? It's +4, I think. So he'll be 12. So I can actually afford to eat from the Necro Slime and then from the Blightwalker. So that's Leafkin. It's Primal Surge. No, I'm just going to eat from that Blightwalker because I don't really give a shit about it. If it dies, I'm not super cut up because it means that my Leafkin has room to expand out. I would like to get some kind of big creature, big health-ed creature on the board pretty soon. Oh, like, nice. I like the nice. Having said that, yeah, they can just start eating from that Leafkin and he can just, like, level up and be at full health again. Definitely get a Necro Slime here. And probably Strength in numbers. It's going to be hard to convince me not to Strength in numbers here. I haven't seen a level 2 Scrap Forge, which bodes pretty well in terms of bombs. Necro Slimes are my bombs. He can take out 2 of my creatures really easily here. 3 now. Nice. Oh, I can strengthen... Oh, Strength in numbers on the Leafkin is such a waste. Because he's just going to regenerate in a second. Ooh, that's very nasty. Okay, can't do much about the Forge Plate. Oh, right, they're all dead, so... I think I'm going to ignore the Forge Plate for now. Necro Slime in the corner. Level the... Oh, level the Leafkin and then Strength in numbers it. So if I can keep that Leafkin alive, I am laughing. Epidemic is very nice right now. Start eating away at that Forge Plate, especially if I can, if I can Rune Scarred Epidemic. That's what, 12, that takes out the Forge Plate and leaves me with the Rune Scarred on the board. I can even eat from the Rune Scarred first, or the Leafkin, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Be very unlikely that I do not Rune Scarred Epidemic here right now. Right here. Right now. Strength I would have preferred to do on the level 3 Progenitor, because that's the one that doesn't regenerate all the time, but I'm glad I kept him alive, because I think that's going to be a pretty unignorable threat. Look, I can light myself slightly more with the mirror that's sitting next to me. No, feel light? Feel light. Fangwood I'm not worried about, because my Necro Slime eats it. And I'm definitely going to... Oh god. That does not bode well for his hand, I'm going to be very honest. Rune Scarred, Epidemic. Eat from the Progenitor, not that it really matters. Battle. He comes back. He grows. To a smaller creature, but that's okay. Okay, I've got a pretty solid board here right now. It's a very, very, very solid draw. I'm expecting my Necro Slime to die this turn. That's okay. I'll chuck something else. If it dies and the creature that kills it is still alive, which is unlikely but possible, I'll probably throw a Lightbringer in front of it or a Frostwild. I'm definitely going to play Frostwild, Shardplate, Lightbringer here. I'm going to run out of room because I've got a Leafkin on the go. Still no sign of the Scrap Forge, which is very nice for me. He's at half health, I'm at full health. This is going pretty well. How are you? How are you, Internet? Hope you're having a lovely... It's Thursday for me. It'll probably be Thursday by the time this gets uploaded. My internet's been really dodgy lately. It takes forever to upload things. So, I like Frostwild, Shardplate, Lightbringer. Shardplate's like a slightly crappier Necro Slime. He does grow pretty well at level 3, but I've never seen him actually win a... it's a kind of desperate play. Don't think things are going as well as Jared would like. Interesting target. Look, if it comes down to it, I'm probably going to eat from the Rune Scarred Zombie and then just replace it. Unless they throw something in front of it that I can kill. Cool. I'm still going to eat from it because I don't care if it lives. I don't care if it lives. Yum. Battle. Oh man, I really don't have enough room for all the cards I want to play. That is a good problem to have. Let's go. Frostwild. Do I want a Leafkin or do I want a Shardplate? I think I want a Shardplate more at this stage. So there's a lot of threats on the board for Jared to deal with. I don't think he's going to be able to, especially with that lovely, lovely hand. Dark Shaper, not much of a priority in this deck. It's a nice level, but I don't think it's actually going to win me many games because I've just got too much Utera in here. Strength wins it for me. He can't take out all those creatures, and so no matter what he leaves alive, it'll be attacking. I'll be able to put a strength on it. There's my Mossbeard. Hello, Mossbeard. Mossbeard and Necro Slime pair pretty well, but I don't think I'd ever play it. I never really want to level a Mossbeard. You just want him kind of as a level 1 card late in the game to heal your other cards. I'm sorry, Jared. You're at 33. I'm at 102, about to get another 7 to 13. I think this one's mine. Nice Forge Guardian. Nice Alpha. I got very lucky with the Leafkin. Like, not in this game particularly, but in having it at all. Leafkin's a very strong card in draft, I suspect. because it just keeps on putting threats out there that you can't ignore. Would have liked to have paired it with a Tarsus, because Leafkin and Tarsus is an actually terrifying combination. And I got my third Leafkin, which I'm very happy with. So even if I run out of tickets from this, I am happy to have a playset of 3 of a card that I've only up until now had 2 of. I only got my second recently. There we go. I'm going to pause to go get myself a drink of some kind, and I'll be back for round 2 very shortly, or instantaneously. Happy New Year, by the way. I just realised I hadn't said that yet. Hope everyone had a lovely New Year's Eve. I spent it playing Solforge. I didn't sleep at all on New Year's Eve, the night before. Yucatan Jack. I've either played this name before or I know him from somewhere. Here's game 2, by the way, of my, what I'm pretty sure is going to be a 2-1 deck. Oh, that's such a nice first draw. Look at that. Instant Leafkin. Probably going to Leafkin Blightwalker, depending what he plays. If he plays any factions that have bombs, that's all the factions. But the Blightwalker is such a dead draw if you haven't leveled him, and if you have leveled him, he can really be a game saver, so you want to level him. Necro Slime. Well, I definitely want to level my frickin' Blightwalker then, because fuck that shit. Let's Leafkin over here, and Blightwalk, and go. Yeah, the night before New Year's Eve, I just didn't sleep. Couldn't get to sleep at all, got 2 hours. So I spent all of New Year's Eve day, which is a confusing phrase, just watching Kit. Honestly, just spent the whole day watching Kit. And then, even though I'd only had 2 hours sleep, started playing, started 3-0ing, and I was like, watching is a good way of learning. I'm watching Netherian's series at the moment. It's actually in, I'll show you with my handy dandy mirror. There's the computer that you're on, and there's my second monitor, and as you can see, that's the draft. That's me watching Netherian's videos. Haven't worked out how I feel about him yet. Grimgaunt, that's worrying. Ah, shit, and he what? Uranti? No, not Uranti. Yeah, maybe Uranti bolted. Cull the Weak. Okay, now, I have lost to Grimgaunt Predator so many times. And the reason is because I'm an idiot. And I give him stuff to eat. So I'm not giving him any frickin' thing to eat until he's on the aggressive and I can kill him. Grimgaunt Predator, yeah, you just have to totally ignore him until you can actually definitely kill him, which I can now with a few different cards. Probably going to go Marrow Fiend because it levels better. Marrow Fiend Necro Slime is my choice here. If he gets like a Fervent Assault, I'm pretty fucked. But hopefully he won't, because that would be really annoying. Yeah, if he's got a Fervent Assault, then that's a very lucky combination at the exact right time, and could honestly win him the game. Like, once you... Ooh, nasty. That's okay. Marrow Fiend still takes him out. My Necro Slime's dead, but that's okay. Wow, he's got a nice little deck here. I'm going to Marrow Fiend here. And there's no one I really want to eat. I could Deep Branch. Yeah, I think I'm just going to ignore the Battle Tactician for now. Oh, God. Had I Deep Branched, I could have eaten from the Deep Branch before he died, but I'd much rather level a Marrow Fiend. If I Necro Slime and then eat, then... yeah, I think that's the best play. Just ignore the Battle Tech for now. Can't decide. Okay, so if I put the Necro Slime in front of the Battle Tech and then eat from it, it dies, but it also does 4 damage to the Battle Tech. I'd rather that. Let's go with that. At this point, I'm not playing the Necro Slime for any actual damage. I'm just playing it to level it. So I don't mind if it actually doesn't manage to do anything except for do a little bit of damage to the Battle Tactician. I'm doubly glad I leveled that Blightwalker now that I've seen he's got a Grimgaunt Predator in there. And presumably a deck built around, taking out the Grimgaunt Predator. Cull the Weak is pretty tempting. At level 2, at all levels it takes out a Battle Tech. At all levels it takes out a Necro Slime before it can grow. No, wait. Yes, at all levels it does. So I think I'm probably actually going to... Even though it is removal and you don't normally level removal, I'd really like to have proactive answers to some of the cards that he's playing here, which is Battle Tech and Necro Slime. So I'm probably going to level my Cull the Weak, because it's a dead draw otherwise. Probably, ideally I'd level it on something other than the Battle Tech, because I can play a Dark Shaper against that Battle Tech, but it won't deal with the Scavenger, so Battle Tech it is. Or whatever else he plays, actually. He will get a third card. A second card. probably a third creature out, unless he's going to take out my Necro Slime, in which case... Ah, he's Metaciding, cool. So, based on that, I'm going to Dark Shaper in front of the Scavenger and cull the Battle Tactician. That way my Dark Shaper trades with the Scavenger Scorpion. Does it? Yes. Mathematically, unless he alters it, which is entirely possible. Oh, this is a good deck I'm playing against. I'm a little bit worried. I did manage to level both my Necro Slimes and my Leafkin and my Cold the Weak and my Blightwalker. Leafkin at this stage could be very nice. Necro Slime at all stages is very nice. If he plays a Predator, I'm just going to stay as far away from it as I can. Played a Predator, I'm just going to stay as far away from that as I can. That's fine. I might actually put that Leafkin in front of the Battletech. 2 Battletechs! Nice! Damn! So, Leafkin in front of the Battletech means that I trade with it. Well, it takes me out and I still have time to grow. And if it grows, then it is bigger than the Grimgaunt. Will I regret that? Hopefully not. What I could do, you could Ghastly Touch it and move the Grimgaunt over. That would be annoying and scary. Okay, I got a Marrow Fiend. As soon as you get a Marrow Fiend, you're okay. That's the rule of life. And an Necro. So I probably get... Sorry, Dark Shaper. Probably going to ignore you in favour of using Marrow Fiend to take out that frickin' Grimgaunt before it can eat me alive. And Necro Slime to level it, because that is my win condition. Although if he does move his Grimgaunt over, then I'm more than happy to take it out with my Leafkin and level it. Oh, that's not good. It's okay. It wasn't in front of the Grimgaunt. That would have been bad. That's also fine, because I can Marrow Fiend in front of Grimgaunt, eat from it, grow the Necro Slime, and play the other Necro Slime in front of the Battletech. It's a happy day when I can take out a Grimgaunt before it does anything. Like I said, I've just lost so many games to me feeding the Grimgaunt. It's such a stupid thing, but I always panic and do it. Oh, right, yeah, my Necro Slime dies because of the Battletech. I was counting on it being dead. It was not dead. Cold the Weak if he plays one of his many, many, many Battletechs. And then... I don't know. Depends entirely what he plays here. Hopefully it's a Battletech, because I've got the perfect hand to deal with it. Necro Slime I will also cull, because I know from first-hand experience how big they grow. Dark Shaper I'm going to cull. I'm just really glad I have this cull, to be honest. And then a Zombie Infantry for my Necro Slime to feed off. Because the alternative is Wildwood, and Wildwood is thoroughly unexciting to me right now. Yeah, especially facing a deck that has a Grimgaunt. I do not want to be leveling up my Wildwood. Nom nom. So my Necro Slime can now be taken out by anything, but he still has to put a card in front of it, which I'm happy for him to do. Especially if it's level 2 Battletech. Blightwalker could become in very handy. I would really like to level a Ghastly Touch, just as another way of dealing with the frickin' Grimgaunts, or a Marrow Fiend. Grimgaunt, there's only one. I'm just so terrified of them. They have been my death in so many games. So many games. He has the second Grimgaunt. Right. Well. And if he's got a Cull, it'll be a 7/7, which is not very scary going into play level 2. Play level 3, I mean. So you got 2 Grimgaunts and 2 Battletechs. Yucatan Jack. You got a very nice set of cards there. Ghastly Touch, which I suspected he would want to level. I think I'm going to Ghastly Touch Blightwalker. No, I'm not going to Ghastly Touch my own Blightwalker. I'm going to level Blightwalker and play a Ghastly Touch against the Grimgaunt. Means that I've got a few cards out here that are potentially food for a level 3 Grimgaunt, which would bring it up to, what, a 20/20, which is more terrifying than you can ever imagine. It's a very scary card, the Grimgaunt, in this. Oh, that's so nice. If I can keep him alive, I've pretty much won, honestly. And he's got a Blightwalker to feed off. I could even chuck him in front of that Grimgaunt and not really worry too much, but I won't. I'll play it super safe. Ooh. What do I want to do here? That doesn't bother me. I'd like to take out that Grim Gaunt and that Battle Tech, but I don't know the best way to do it. I guess I could ignore the Grim Gaunt. That's such a dangerous game to play. I think I'm going to Necro Slime in the center row and just really hope he doesn't draw his level 3. Oh, no, I want to keep that alive too much. Okay, I'm going to take 16 damage. Willingly and willfully, I'm going to take 16 frickin' damage here. Just to try to get my win condition up and running. If I can do that, 16 damage isn't going to matter. If I can't, I'm fucked. Cull the Weak would be very nice if he plays anything super scary. Cull the Weak even takes out an ungrown, that's totally a word, ungrown, doesn't do anything. Oh, it will once the Battle Tech's dead. So I can, oh, that's so annoying. Oh god, I don't know what to do here. I want to use that Cull the Weak on the Dark Shaper. I want to grow my Necro Slime, and I want to take out that Battle Tech. So if I go Deep Branch here, oh, I'm taking a shitload of damage, but it's okay. Deep Branch here, eat from it with the Necro Slime, battle, Cull the Dark Shaper. It means I'm taking another freaking 16 damage. Alternatively, Ghastly Touch the Battle Tech, Cull the Dark Shaper, I take a lot less damage. And I'm leveling a much nicer card. I take 8 damage instead of 16. I think that was worth it. I've got a big scary Necro Slime on the board, which is very, very nice for me. I've got a... oh, Frostwild, that's right, I forgot he was in there. So I got basically a free creature. And a Marrow Fiend, which I'm pretty happy with. I'm worried now about a level 3 Battle Tech that fucks me up, because that means that he's doing 12 damage with his Grim Gaunt, probably taking out my Necro Slime. Okay, I'm okay. Even with a level 3 Battle Tech, I'm still okay right now. Because the Necro Slime is just going to keep on growing, and he's going to have to keep on throwing creatures in front of it. In the meantime, I can start filling up the board with my Frostwild and my Marrow Fiend. That is a desperate act. I'm going to trade Shard Plate and Grimgaunt. I'm going to Marrow Fiend in the center row so that even if he does get a Battle Tech, it doesn't do much. I think I'm going to feed off that Frostwild because, frankly, the difference between 7 and 1 is pretty much negligible. So this is what I was talking about when I said that my win condition is a Necro Slime so much of the time. If you see it, grab it. Every time. Always grab a Necro Slime. They're so good. Hey, Leafkin, Necro Slime, Blightwalker. I'm very happy with that hand. It means that almost no matter what he throws at me, I can handle. If he manages to play his Necro Slime, I can take care of it with my Blightwalker. If he plays and a Roar as well, just to, add to the joy. Vengeful Spirit, nice. Not going to save you, but nice play. Oh, actually, Vengeful Spirit plus level 3... no. Level 3 Battle Tech would have been 11. Yeah, so... no, wouldn't have. Level 3 Battle Tech would have left me on 2 health, but... his own Necro Slime. I'm probably going to Necro Slime... I know, Roar's pretty tempting right now, just to really pound that damage through. Definitely Necro Sliming. What am I doing here? I'm doing 24... it would add 6 to the damage. And the Blightwalker's not really going to do me much good at the moment, except for his potential food. So let's do this. Sorry, Blightwalker, you are my meal source. Yeah, I actually am starting to worry that Necro Slime is too powerful and they're going to have to nerf it, because at level 3, it's unstoppable. Like, there's literally nothing you can do against that. Like, you can kill it now, but I've got 2 on the board. What are you going to... I've got 2 on the board, and you just have to keep throwing creatures at it. That's why you have to... yeah, if you see a Necro Slime, you have to start leveling your Deepwood Bear Riders, anything that has a massively high attack. You need to start leveling them. That's fine, I'm happy to lose that one. I've got a second one on the go now. Probably going to Leafkin. Yeah, Leafkin Marrow Fiend's most tempting to me right now. Because you just can't deal with the cards I've got. Or is that win? No, that's a win. Cool. So I'm going to just hit battle and I think I win. That's 2-0. Unless yeah, no. I could have buffed him, I could have done a lot more damage, but I'm pretty happy with that. As you can see in my decks, I tend to take a fair bit of damage early on. So if I'm going against a Tempest deck, this is only the third game I've played since it clocked over 20 hours ago. Oh nice, Syrian Battle Droid. What I like about Draft is how much more interesting it makes the other cards. Suddenly there's a lot of commons that I know really well, a lot of rares I know really well, and when I see like an Arena Battle Droid, even though I've got 9 of them, I'm like, oh, exciting, it's a nice heroic that I can use in a draft. Okay, can I go 3-0? Can I continue my my draft playing without having to spend more money on gold? Not that I need more money on gold, as you can see down there. I've got a fair bit of gold, but it's meant to last me the month. It's the 2nd of January. I really want to preserve that gold as long as possible. I'm really glad I've stopped going 0-3, because that was a costly experience. That was roughly $7 a draft, whereas now even if I go 2-1, I've only paid $2, and if I can go 2-1, 3-0, then I've paid $0. That's called going infinite. You probably know this. So, definitely playing my Necro Slime, and I kind of like Raw. Unless he plays something I need to deal with, which he sort of has, but not really. Necro Slime Raw means it trades with a Battletech. I'm leveling up some nice cards. I don't really want to level anything else up there too much. Whereas a level 3 Raw, again, just wins games. That, it's called that breakthrough. Frostwild, Leafkin are pretty much a no-brainer here. Leafkin somewhere where it won't get attacked. Frostwild somewhere where it'll hopefully take someone out. Does mean I can't feed my Necro Slime, but that's okay. He served his purpose of taking out a Battletech. Unless he plays some ridiculous threats that I need to deal with, in which case I will Marrow Fiend or Fangwood. If I Marrow Fiend... if I Fangwood, then I'll play Fangwood and... Oh, Scipion. Scipion and Tech. Interesting. What do I need to do? I need to do 7, so... I think I'm going to ignore it. I could Marrow Fiend take it out. Oh, it's a tricky one. I want to play all my cards. I want to. If I Frostwild, then I only need 5 to kill it. So if I Frostwild in front of it, I stop 7 damage, I only need 5 to kill it. If I Leafkin, then I can start growing my Leafkin. Yeah. I'd really much rather level those cards than anything else. Like right now, I'd really want to level the Necro Slime. And probably Marrow Fiend in front of that Battletech, because if I get my Marrow Fiend up and running, then they trade at all levels with a Battletech, and at the 3rd level I think they actually survive. So it's normally a 3-7, it's exactly reversed at the moment. 7-11, 14, 17. Trades. Survives. Survives. So yeah, Marrow Fiend's a pretty solid card to play against a Battletech. And as you would probably work out pretty quickly, I really want to play my Necro Slime. That doesn't bother me, I can eat him. Even with the armor, I eat him. Oh, Shurian. I don't know what to do about that, Shurian. None of my cards really stop it. Oh, well, I'll just Necro Slime, leave it weak and not growing. It means I've only got the 1 threat on the board, but Leafkin is a pretty major threat to have on the board, so... Because currently, it cannot be killed by any 1 card. Because a Cull doesn't do anything, Dreadbolt doesn't work. After attack, it can be killed, but... After attack can be taken out by a Ghastly Touch, which he doesn't have because he's playing... Oh, by a Fire Spark, by a Lightning Spark, your Anti-Bolt. Nothing else from Tempest, I don't think. I'm interested in leveling here, so I'm probably just going to go Shard Plate Lightbringer. Jetpack. Ah, damn. Damn. Killed him. Forgot about Jetpack. And he survived. Damn. So I reckon Shard Plate in front of... Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I just want to take them both out and level these 2 cards. I don't care which way around it happens. Either way, they both die. So, as you can see, again, I'm like... What's that? I'm 16 health down without having done anything, but I've leveled much better cards. Against Tempest, that's not as comforting, because Tempest has a lot of cards that can just really do that quick direct damage. So I'm going to put all my energy into blocking right now, even at the expense of leveling. Although I'd like to level that Necro Slime. Battletech and Assyrian Mystic is a really nice combo in draft, because it's just quick damage that you can't stop. Light Shield Patrol, Uranti Cryomancer. Yeah, I just want to really start stopping this damage. So, my Shard Plate will die to the Uranti, my Necro Slime will die to the Uranti, but I've stopped some damage going through, and because I'm really bleeding damage, that's important. And I've got a second Necro Slime, which will eat that Uranti without hesitation. So he can, if he draws right, he can now instantly kill my Necro Slime and survive, and take out my Shard Plate. What do you need? You need a Jetpack. Jetpack will do it. So there's a Shard Plate dead. Yeah. Jetpack makes him pretty scary, actually. Fortunately, I got my Deep Branch. I'd love not to have to use it. That would be my ideal right now. But if I have to use it, I have to use it. Stormcaller. God damn, you're really all about this immediate damage, aren't you? Okay, so I'm able to trade the Necro Slime and the Light Shield. Oh, I can't even do anything about that frickin' Stormcaller. It's really big now. Necro Slime here makes a lot of sense. But not that much sense. A lot, but not that much. Fellwalker in front of the Stormcaller stops a lot of damage. Until I can draw something that can better deal with it. Yeah, this is tricky. Okay, Fellwalker there seems to be a no-brainer. And I'm just going to have to take 8 from that frickin' Nargath, I think, because I really want to kill this Uranti and ideally get my Necro Slime growing. But I'm not confident about this. I think, like I said, I'm pretty sure this is a 2-1 deck. Raw could come in very handy, but I don't really have anything to pair with it. I got a Death Seeker. Like a Death Seeker battle Raw, but that ignores whatever other threats he puts on the board. And it doesn't even take out the Stormcaller. It does take out the Nargath, but shit. Shit. I may be fucked. Maybe I should have just ignored growing my Necro Slime and really just focused on taking out that very scary Nargath Bruiser. Forge Guardian. Oh, right, yeah, because of that. Shit. I'm going to have to frickin' ignore the frickety-dickety... Ah! I don't know what to do! Death Seeker here. Battle Raw. Leaves me taking a lot of damage from the Stormcaller. Epidemic slightly slows the damage, but not really to any useful degree. Epidemic Raw means I take out the Stormcaller and nothing else. And I'm taking, what, 17 plus 12, that's 29 damage. I'm not good against rush decks. It's really my big weakness in this game. What I'd be taking? 12 plus 19, 31 damage. I'd be dead. Like, there's no way to come back from that. Especially because I wouldn't even be taking out the threats that are on the board. Ignoring that Nargath was a very stupid move. You heard it here first. If I just had like my one of my big creatures, I'd be fine. But I don't, and I'm not. So, what can I take out this turn? I can take out the Forge Guardian and either the Nargath or the Stormcaller. Nargath is a bigger threat because I'm not already taking it out. So I'm going to go that and a Raw. And while it means I'm still taking a shitload of damage, I'm taking less than I would be. And I've got a fairly big creature on the board. Oh god, I'm going to take No, that's okay. I'm only taking 19 damage, and I should be able to deal with those threats. Oh, yes, thank you, Frostwild. I've never been so grateful to get a Frostwild in my life. Lightbringer is in front of the battle tech, Frostwild in an empty row or in front of whatever next threat comes, and then Fangwood, I think, in front of the Stormcaller, because it levels better. Taking a lot of damage, but oh shit, now I can't even take out the frickin' Battletech. Okay, so Frostwild in front of the Battletech, Fangwood in front of the Stormcaller, Lightbringer in front of the Battletech. No, other way around. No, that way. That way around. 40 health is not very many health to be on. I'm a little bit scared because I haven't done any damage yet, because I play leveling decks and I get my ass kicked by rush decks every time. Shard Plate's nice. Fellwalker will delay the damage, and so will Deathseeker. So honestly, that's what I'm leaning towards at the moment, just delaying the damage. Anything I can do to just keep on surviving is more important than a Shard Plate at this point. This is literally the reason why I play the Fellwalkers and the Deathseekers, because they just help me delay the frickin' damage. Hopefully they trade and he doesn't just plant down to level 3, because that would be very bad. Level 3's got, what, 11 attack? 14 attack, so even a Shard Plate won't go against that. Hopefully he's just drawn all level 1s. That would be really lovely. This is why, you know, an even... Okay, that's fine. Like, even with a Jetpack, I don't give a shit about that, because it doesn't instantly attack. It's a 2-card thing. Okay, phew, he drew all level 1s. Big relief. Fellwalker there makes sense. Shard Plate in the middle makes sense to deal with a level 3 Battletech. I was really nervous there. See, the Fellwalker over the Deathseeker, because if he does get a massive one, then the Deathseeker and its next one die, whereas no matter what, the Fellwalker now kills the Vault Tactician. All level 1s, but not the worst level 1s I've ever seen. I can at least, you know, delay or do some damage. So, like, if he decides to Jetpack, which he did, that's a weird move, okay. Ooh, Jetpack and Tech, that's annoying. Yeah, okay, that's pretty solid. That means guaranteed 20 damage, because I can't stop that. Having said that, my Shard Plate's growing, which is actually pretty good for me. Yeah, so I can't stop the next 10 damage, so I'm just going to go Marrow Fiend, take the damage, trade, Deep Branch, I think. That way, if he wants to move, he has to move back into the corner. He will, because he wants to do that 10 damage. He's got Ashurian Mystics, which is kind of scary. Oh, my god, that's so nice. Oh, that's so nice. Oh my god. Oh, that's such a... Oh, I don't know if I express this, but that's so nice. That's such a lovely hand. In my ideal world right now, he kills my Deep Branch with his Forge Guardian Alpha. He won't, but that would be so very nice. Okay, cards I'm scared of at the moment are Battletech and Ashurian. Okay. Oh, right, yeah, for the continued mobility. And he moves over to the side? Yes. But it's okay. Oh, the Raw's really tempting, but I can't afford to take that 18 damage. So I'm just going to chuck a zombie in front. So I'm going to Frostwild. I'm going to Zombie. I'm going to Marrow Fiend. And that way, no matter what, his Light Shield frickin' patrol doesn't go through. And I'm actually pounding through a fair amount of damage this turn. This could go either way. If he's got anything that like removes a creature and buffs him, he's fine, but I haven't seen much... What is he? He's a Loyan... Is he just pure Loyan? No, he's a Loyan... What is his other faction? Light Shield, Jetpack... I've only seen a Loyan from him. Oh no, and Tempest. So, Tempest does... He hasn't leveled up a Lightning Spark or your Anti-Bolt. Oh, Lightning Spark takes out a Marrow Fiend. So if he draws, say, Battle Tactician Lightning Spark, I'm dead. If he doesn't, I should be okay. Should be. Oh god, that's a really bad draw on my half. But, okay, he also then has to stop my 21 damage. 31 damage. So, even if he has that, he needs to do... No, he can do it. Battletech and... Yeah, Battletech Lightning Spark wins the game for him. Even Battletech level 2, I think. Holy shit. What was that? Jetpack. Fuck. That is a big-ass lightning patrol. It dies, fortunately. Jesus Christ. So my horrid draw is a little bit worrying, but not game-ending. Currently I'm doing more than 28 damage. Now I'm doing 23 damage. Which is not great. But he's left with no creatures on the board. Okay. The fuck? Does he survive? No, thank fuck. Why would you do that? I guess to level it. Okay. Look, there's no great options for me here. So I'm just going to battle. Yeah, there's no way I can buff my attack. I'm going to battle. I'm going to Rune Scar, just for that, like, potential extra bit of damage. And then I'm going to Hunting Pack, just in the hope that I can fill the lanes. I can! So, he needs to do 20 damage and prevent... Oh... Okay, so... I've won this unless he can do 20 damage to me this turn. No matter what else he does, I've won this. There's no combination of cards that mean that he's won this. Like, that's annoying. But even with a Lightning Spark, it's still mine. He has to block the Frostwild. Yep. Whew, so that was a 3-0. Pretty tense towards the end there, as you can see. Apparently, this was discussed in the forum. Doing exactly what I did there is considered bad form, but I just wanted to, you know... I wanted to do it. It was cathartic. So let's see what's in my premium. Whew. So yeah, as you can see, I've gone from not being able to win tournaments, I've gone from 0-3 in tournaments to being able to 3-0. Kit's advice really helped. Watching Kit's videos really helped. Watching other people discussing it a lot. And I freaking love it. I'm so in love with draft at the moment. I'm really glad I 3-0'd that because it means I can play more draft without having to dive into my reserves. And I got my third Leafkin, which I'm very happy with. Didn't really help me much in that last game, but it's a very nice card. And I have got... It's me doing a drum roll. Heart Tree! I have no Heart Trees up until this very second, so that's lovely. I've really been wanting a Heart Tree. I'm Peter C. Hayward. Thank you very much for watching my draft. I hope it was informative and entertaining. Those are the two things I'm striving for. It got pretty close. I was really happy with that. Necro Slime is the frickin' bomb. I shouldn't tell people that because I'll never be able to see him again, but Necro Slime is a very, very, very nice card that wins me the majority of drafts that I win. If you see Necro Slime, pick it up. Or don't, actually, so I can have them. I'm Peter C. Hayward. Peter out.